Hey guys, it's Nina, and today I'm going to be giving you my TBR for the Biannual Bibliothon. This is a readathon that is hosted biannually, surprise surprise, by a whole bunch of lovely ladies. I will leave the information to the actual readathon down below. They have an awesome YouTube page where they explain everything. This readathon is actually very similar to the Booktubeathon in the fact that they have reading challenges and video challenges. I, however, will not be doing the video challenges this go around because that is just not a priority for me right now, but I will definitely be doing as much reading as possible because this week is actually my last week of winter break. Sad face. So I want to get as much reading done as possible, and this readathon starts tomorrow, the 8th of January, and runs through the 14th. And without further ado, let's get into my TBR. So the first reading challenge, as per usual, is to read the group book. So the Biannual Bibliothon is actually different from other readathons in that it is also a book club, and every go around they choose a group book that everyone is supposed to read, and then they have a live show at the end. And in my many times in participating in this readathon, I have never read the group book, and that is not going to change this time. The group book is Stalking Jack the Ripper by Carrie Maniscalco, and I just have no want to read this book. Sorry, I just have other books that I want to get to, and I just not gonna read it. Sorry, not sorry. Challenge number 2 is the throwback challenge, so you could choose any of the past reading challenges that the Biannual Bibliothon has had, and I decided to choose the challenge of reading a graphic novel because that sounded easy, and for that I am choosing The Amazing Spider-Man The Parker Luck. This is the first volume in the Peter Parker Spider-Man new launch for Marvel, and I'm very excited to get to this because I've never read a Peter Parker Spider-Man graphic novel, and I'm just super pumped to get to this. Challenge number 3 is to read a book that was released in 2016, and for this I'm going to be reading Children of Eden by Joey Graceffa. This is actually our Biblio Squad book pick of the month for the month of January, and so this is the perfect time for me to sit down and read it. As per usual, me being me, I do not know what this book is about. I'm kind of going into it blind. I know that it's a dystopian, and also that the author, Joey Graceffa, is a YouTuber, like a regular giant YouTuber. I would be kind of surprised if you guys haven't heard of him. And I've actually never read a YouTuber book, whether that be fiction or non-fiction, but this is like a fiction dystopian book that just happened to be written by Joey Graceffa, which I find really intriguing, so I'm really excited to discuss this with our squad. And our live show for this book will be written here because we haven't decided yet, but we will by the time I upload this. Challenge number 4 is to read a book that another booktuber recommended for you, and for this I didn't ask another booktuber for a specific recommendation, but instead I decided to go with Children of Eden by Joey Graceffa, because although this has not been recommended to me by a specific YouTuber, it is our book club book pick, so I'm kind of seeing it as like our whole book club is recommending that I read it, because I really do have to. So is that cheating? Debatable. How does one define cheating? I don't know. I'm an expert at cheating at these things, so who's surprised? No one. But still super excited to read this. Challenge number 5 is to read a book that you were really excited for but you never actually picked up, and for that I am again going with The Amazing Spider-Man The Parker Luck Volume 1 because I have been meaning to read and pick up this graphic novel for the longest time because I've read so many Marvel comics about like Spider-Man or a different like spider-powered person, because yes, there are others besides Peter Parker, but I've never actually picked up like the original Spider-Man comics, which is kind of a shame, so I've just really been meaning to get to this and I hope that I'll really enjoy it. And challenge number 6 is to read a retelling, and for this I am also slightly cheating depending how again you define the word retelling, and I am going to be choosing Magnus Chase and the Hammer of Thor. This is the second Magnus Chase book and I'm super excited to get to this. Is this a retelling? It's got Norse mythology in it and it's a retelling in that aspect. Like it's not a strict like retelling of a fairy tale, but it does use those old myths and kind of twist them, and like I'm gonna count this as a retelling, okay? So I finished the first Magnus Chase book about a month ago, absolutely loved it, and I cannot wait to pick the second one up. I by no means actually expect to finish this one this week, but I do really want to get started on it and get as far into it as I can before I have to go back to school. And challenge number 7 is to read a diverse book, and this I'm going to be choosing, again, Magnus Chase and the Gods of Asgard, book number 2. This is a book that is very diverse in its side characters. The one side character, Sam, is Muslim and wears a hijab, and then another side character, Hearthstone. I'm so sorry, I get Hearthstone and Blitzen so mixed up, but I believe it's Hearthstone who is deaf and that was amazing representation to see in the first book, and both of those side characters are definitely going to be in the second novel, and I just really like the diversity for that aspect. And I would be kind of disappointed in myself for choosing a book that is not diverse in its main characters for this challenge, but Diversathon is coming up in 2 weeks, so I don't feel that bad, and I do like really want to get to this book, and I think it counts as a diverse read, even though I could arguably be doing better. And that is it for this video. Those are the things that I plan to read for the Biannual Bibliothon. Let me know down below if you're participating, and if so, what you are reading. And that is it for this video. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe, and I will see you guys later with another video. Bye!